Hi, I'm Allie Dazzle for We Are Member Keepers, and I'm thrilled to introduce you to the new Disc Cinch. It's very similar to the mini cinch. It's got all the same features. You've got your alignment guide right here for perfect alignment. You've got a centering feature right across the board here. You've got this latch right here to hold the handle down for easy storage. You've got your measurements here that tell you exactly where to line your project up. And it's got this storage compartment here that captures all of your debris and allows you to empty that tool. So it's got all the same features you love about the mini cinch, the same power, the same ease of use, but it's with a disc punch. So now I want to show you a really fun project to inspire you to get started with this punch. This is a perpetual calendar and it's disc bound, and I'm going to just pull this open. So this would all be attached, but I opened a few of them just to make it a little easier to show you. And after you gift it to whoever you're going to give it to, you can flip this cover around and you can attach it back here so that your little perpetual calendar will stand and you can use it. And see, you've got your days of the week, you've got your months of the year right here, and you've got your numbers for whatever date you need to do. So let's go ahead and get started, and we're going to first start with the cover. So first of all, what you're going to do is you're going to cut 2 pieces of chipboard to 6 by 8 inches. All right, so I've gone ahead and done that already. And then you're going to cut another piece here, 2 by 8 inches. This is going to be your spine, okay? So we'll work with the covers first. And what I've done is I've wrapped some paper around. So I trimmed some paper to 7.5 inches wide by 9.5 inches tall. And then I used this bone folder to score and fold those sides up like that. And then after I did all 4 sides, I just trimmed a little notch right there in the corner so that we can glue this down. Now I'm going to use some liquid glue. I really recommend this Sticky Thumb liquid glue for this project. That's the best option to work quickly and also make sure that your glue is nice and secure. So I'm going to do all 4 sides of this cover. All right, so I've finished gluing all 4 sides, and I've already done the same thing to this other cover here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the spine, and this is the 2 by 8 piece, and I cut a 4.5 by 9.5 inch piece of paper, and I did the same thing. I just folded up the sides with the bone folder, and then I cut little notches at the top, and I just folded the top and the bottom flap over and glued those down. Then I scored right about 1/8 of an inch away from the sides here of the chipboard so that this paper will fold over nicely and not tear or anything. So then I cut an 8 by 4.5 inch piece, and I scored it in the same spot. That's about 1/8 inch away from each side. And that's going to go right on top. So I'm going to glue that down. All right, so I'm going to put this on top. Line that up just exactly right. Make sure your cuts are very accurate so nothing shows through. And I'm just going to smooth that out. All right, now we're ready to add this inside the cover. So what I'm going to do is flip these over. Got a little extra glue there. And I'm going to put some glue on here, and then I'm going to glue these covers right on next to that score line that I made. Okay, so now we've got our basic cover ready to go. Now we just need to cover the inside here. So I trimmed 2 pieces of paper to, it's basically 6 by 8, but what I did is I shaved 1/16 inch off of the side and the bottom of each of these just so they won't stick out over the top. So now I'm going to glue these down and finish off this cover. All right, this is all put together, nice and finished. Look how pretty that is. And now we are ready to use the disc cinch. So what we're going to do is usually you would punch on the spine, but this time we're going to punch along the outside edges so that we can create this cool flip book. So I'm going to take a look at the board here at this chart, and it's going to tell me if I have a whole measurement, that means just like 6 inches or 8 inches, no fractions, that I need to use the A alignment guide. So I'm going to pull out my guide and pop it into the A slot. And then I'm going to take the cover and we're going to just push this in until it goes all the way back to the back. And then all we need to do is push down and punch. Then we'll remove this guide right here, place it back in its slot. And I love that it has that convenient storage space there. And we're going to pull this out. And then we've got 4 holes. So we're going to take that last hole and we're going to line it up with this notch right here to hold it in place so we can continuously punch. All right, so we've got punches on both sides, 8 punches on both sides, and now we're ready to start adding our inside pages. So for those inside pages, you're going to cut several 2 by 5 3/4 inch strips. Now, these strips are going to be your months of the year, days of the week, and the date. So you're going to want to do one group of 7 for the days of the week, and then a group of 12, I did the same color, for the months of the year, and then a group of 0 to 3, so that's 4 strips for the first numbers of the date, and then for the second one, you're going to do 10 strips, which is 0 through 9. So you can take about 8 of these strips, and you can punch them all at the same time. So we're going to use the centering feature on that, which is really easy to do. So all you need to do is just pop these in and line them up at the 2-inch mark here and the 2-inch mark here. Just make sure they're all nice and straight and lined up, and then punch, and they're ready to go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab some of these discs, and you need 8 of these. So we'll just pull out 8, and then you're going to add them to your holes that you punched. And I'll just show you one set of these that you'll stack together. All right, so we're going to get those lined up, and then all you're going to do is just add them on to the discs. Then what we're going to do is take a 1 by 5 inch strip of white cardstock, and we're going to punch with the word punch board all the days of the week, all the months of the year, and your numbers. So we'll go ahead and slide that in, and we're just going to center it, and then we'll punch. And then you're ready to add that with a little tape right down the middle. And here's what I did for the numbers. I just punched on the top end and then added that on. So, and then you can decorate your cover and do whatever you'd like. You can decorate your little pages, and you've got a nice perpetual calendar that you can use for years to come. It makes a great gift for the holidays, for birthdays, for showers, and it's customizable. You can use any of your favorite paper collections and embellishments and really make it you. And it's all easy to do with the new Disc Cinch. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Allie Dosdell for We Are Memory Keepers.